Hey guys, let's get more news from Miami Heat, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Heat's Jimmy Butler reveals Haywood Highsmith reason behind 7-game win streak. Despite the injury to Tyler Herro that would keep him out for at least one more week, the Miami Heat have gone on a roll, winning 6 straight games heading into their Thursday night battle against the Brooklyn Nets. Without Herro, the onus to create offense has fallen on Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, and Duncan Robinson, and they delivered once again, with that trio combining for 82 points in the Heat's 122-115 over the Nets. But amid the Heat's hot streak, there's a player who has gone under the radar as far as their impact to winning goes. But Butler, without hesitation, wanted to give this man his due props, especially when he has been more than solid for the Heat ever since he moved to the starting lineup. Haywood, Butler answered when asked what has gone right for the Heat during their 7-game winning streak, per Brady Hawk of 5 Reasons Sports. Because he's starting. The Heat, indeed, have not lost with Haywood Highsmith in the starting lineup, so Jimmy Butler may be onto something with his words. Highsmith hasn't exactly set the world on fire, his surface-level stats aren't particularly eye-popping, although he did have 5 steals and 2 blocks in the Heat's most recent win against the Charlotte Hornets. He also isn't scoring particularly well, averaging 8.0 points per game on 42% shooting from the field and 25% from deep over the past 7 games. But Highsmith has given the Heat an infusion of youthful verve and a more switchable presence on defense. It has also allowed Miami to put Duncan Robinson in the starting lineup, as Highsmith gives the team the defensive presence Robinson isn't, while Highsmith has also allowed the Heat to put Jaime Jaquez Jr. in the 6th-man role where he has flourished. Haywood Highsmith already showed flashes of being a solid contributor for the Heat during their run to the NBA Finals in 2023, and now, he's cementing himself as a keeper for the franchise. Yet another undrafted player, Highsmith proves that the Heat, especially over the past 5 years, are simply undefeated when it comes to player development. Kevin Love provides quality middle ground in another Heat win. Observations and other notes of interest from Thursday night's 122-115 victory over the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't jump the highest or run the fastest. But Kevin Love seizes moments. Always has. Did again on Thursday night, as he filled the box score. When the season began, Thomas Bryant was the Heat backup center of choice. Pat Riley noted the Bryant signing as the Heat's answer to their lack of size in last season's NBA Finals. That made it starting power forward or bust for Love. Or so it seemed. Instead, Love, for all his defensive limitations, has made it work in reserve behind Bam Adebayo, taking charges where other big men might go for blocks. Sort of Kelly Olynyk 2.0, in that regard. Just when it appeared as if the clock was running out on Love, a revival. Jimmy Butler handled the scoring Thursday night. But Love was the catalyst. It also was welcome back Caleb Martin night for the Heat. Martin had not played since the opener, due to knee pain. He's been working, obviously, Heat coach Erik Spoelstra said. That's probably the one positive throughout all of this. I know it was frustrating for him, and he kept on wanting to get back out there soon. Maintenance is the next step. Hopefully we can just keep him going, Spoelstra said. We'll just be as intelligent as we possibly can with it. Having shown a quality of depth during the just completed 4-0 trip, Spoelstra said Martin further bolsters that depth. I think everybody's excited about it, because he brings an element of what we're doing, and it's on steroids, Spoelstra said. He's fast, multi-positional, it's quick twitch, and that's on both sides of the floor. He just fills in a bunch of different gaps that you can't really teach or scheme against. It just fits exactly where we're doing of late. It again was a Heat starting lineup of Adebayo, Haywood Highsmith, Jimmy Butler, Duncan Robinson and Kyle Lowry. Again inactive for the Heat were Tyler Herro, Cole Swider, Jamal Cain and R.J. Hampton. Herro was in the locker room pregame walking without his walking boot that was positioned in front of his locker. The Heat opened 0 for 7. Their start was further compounded by 2 Highsmith fouls in the opening 4:14. The Heat then fell to 1 of 11 from the field. Love and Jaime Jaquez entered as the Heat's first substitutes. Josh Richardson then followed. Richardson's first 3-pointer tied Max Strus for 11th on the Heat all-time list. This time, no Bryant in the rotation. Or Drew Smith. The Nets entered having won 5 in a row over the Heat, as well as 4 in a row in Miami, the longest such active streak by a visiting team. Spoelstra had no interest in such statistics pre-game. "I'm not gonna concede that. This is competition, we got to figure it out," he said. "Whether they think they've handled us easily or whatever, I don't know where that's coming from." The game was the second of 3 matchups against the Nets over a 25-day span. The Nets won November 1st at Kaseya Center and the Heat play November 25th at Barclays Center. The final game of the 4-game season series is January 15th in Brooklyn. Nets coach Jacques Vaughn entered with respect for the winning streak the Heat brought into the night. Their ability to defend at a high level caused havoc on the defensive end of the floor, really playing scrappy basketball, he noted. Vaughn added, "I just think when you play a Heat team, you know what you're going to get, their ability to play extremely hard, extremely well coached, no give up in their group." Zach Lavine wears LA hat as trade rumors begin to heat up. Zach Lavine's recent choice of headwear is sending ripples through the NBA trade rumor mill, further fueling speculation about a potential move to the Los Angeles Lakers. Following the Chicago Bulls' 94-96 loss to the Orlando Magic, Lavine was spotted wearing an LA hat, sparking heightened interest in his future with the Bulls. Lavine's tenure with the Bulls has been under scrutiny, particularly due to the team's slow start to the season. The Lakers and the Miami Heat are emerging as frontrunners should Lavine become available for trade. The Lakers, in particular, are seen as a primary contender for the All-Star guard services. The Chicago Bulls, currently facing challenges with a disjointed core and an aging roster, are reportedly considering a significant roster reset. With Lonzo Ball sidelined for the entire season due to injury, the team is exploring options to rebuild. Zach Lavine, as an all-star talent, holds significant trade value, making him an attractive asset for teams looking to strengthen their roster. As trade rumors intensify and the Bulls contemplate a reshaping of their roster, the Lakers remain in the conversation as a potential destination for Zach Lavine, especially with the all-star guard showing a subtle nod to Los Angeles with his choice of headwear. The unfolding trade dynamics in the NBA will undoubtedly keep fans and analysts engaged in the evolving landscape of player movement. In a surprising turn of events, Chicago Bulls star Zach Lavine was seen courtside with his agent, Rich Paul, during the Kentucky-Kansas college basketball game at the United Center. Both sported royal sweatshirts with the slogan, "Be Clutch," a reference to Paul's agency, Clutch Sports. Speculation about Lavine's future intensified as reports surfaced, suggesting he might be open to a change of scenery. The symbolism of being seen with Paul, who has ties to the Los Angeles Lakers and represents NBA megastar LeBron James, sparked rumors of a potential move. The sighting with Rich Paul, coupled with Lavine's comments, adds fuel to the trade rumors, making the possibility of a move more significant than ever. The uncertainty surrounding Lavine's future with the Bulls raises questions about potential suitors and the dynamics of the upcoming NBA trade market. Acquiring Zach Lavine could be the game-changing move the Los Angeles Lakers need to solidify their championship aspirations. The Lakers, currently sporting a 6-6 record after 12 games, are navigating early season challenges. A trio of LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Zach Lavine could transform them into instant favorites in the competitive Western Conference. Lavine, at 28, represents a dynamic scorer and playmaker, a combination of youth and experience. The Lakers, facing stiff competition from other teams vying for top talent, have a strategic advantage in securing Lavine. The move could serve as a checkmate, bolstering their roster for a deep playoff run once they address early season weaknesses. While parting with talents like D'Angelo Russell, Christian Wood, and promising young star Austin Reeves may be necessary, the potential payoff of pairing Lavine with James and Davis is substantial. Lavine's scoring prowess and ability to create plays align with the Lakers' needs, especially considering the eventual transition as LeBron James ages. Breaking the bank for Lavine may involve sacrificing some valuable assets, including draft picks. However, the Lakers, with their championship aspirations, must consider this strategic move as a crucial investment in their immediate and long-term success. The acquisition of Zach Lavine could reshape the Lakers into a formidable force, ready to contend for NBA supremacy for years to come. And you fan, what do you think of the Zach Lavine situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.